Vine para crecer espiritualmente y terminé recogiendo excremento en un granero. ¿Puedes creer? Tal vez debería cambiar este rastrillo por una pala y un látigo y empezar a buscar tesoros. ¿Te ves? Genial. Estoy hablando a una llama. Superinteligentes, no una
Chile se va a pegar a la olla, hombre. ¿Qué se va a querer comer eso quemado?
Es que hay suficiente para todos.
Ahora estamos bien, incluso con las bocas de más.
My father brought us here when I was just a boy.
For a holiday.
Research. He studied Incan stone monuments. I guess it was more of a hobby. He had no formal education.
He sounds like an interesting man.
He was.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Ah, it's fine. It's fine. I thought I'd come back here after he died. Maybe see if I could finish what he started.
I know how you feel.
Have you come to the mission seeking salvation or its secrets?
I'm not sure. A little of both, maybe.
Ah, to wait for life to unfold before you is a luxury of the young. I was like that once, drifting along.
Is that how you came here?
Huh? Oh, in a way. In a way. Can I offer you a small piece of advice? Make a choice before it's made for you. Ah, enough of my meddling. Are you looking to trade? That's a good deal for both of us. I'm sure you will be satisfied. That's a good deal for both of us. I'm sure you will be satisfied. Good deal. 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 I'm sure you will be satisfied. Good deal.
have enough space for that.
I'm sure you will be satisfied. Come back soon, miss. Hard work is good for the soul. The sect has been maintaining this mission through hard work for over 400 years. Angel de la Cruz and Truilos Serrano arrived here back then and immediately set to work. Their philosophy of labor being the only true way to get closer to God is one we still follow, even now.
Be careful if you go out to the graveyard, miss. A witch lives there. She likes to turn people into frogs.
I'll be sure to watch myself.
One lady upset the witch, and then the witch made her disappear.
Abby, can you help me with this? It's broken.
Hold on. Are you that Lara Croft?
I am.
I recognize you from your picture. What's your interest with this place?
I'm following a riddle. The heart of the serpent is in the cup near the many stone faces.
The stone faces. That's why I'm here too.
I don't want to step on your toes. It's the serpent in the cup I'm really looking for.
Well, I can tell you the faces have been here for at least 400 years. According to documents in the library, they keep watch. Legend has it, they're guarding a secret crypt.
A crypt?
We've never been able to find it. As you can imagine, that's what drives the treasure hunters crazy. But if the infamous Lara Croft is as clever as they say she is, well, if you were to find it, you might be doing me a favor.
You think I should start at the library?
Yes, it's over by the cemetery. It's one of the oldest buildings here. Make sure you credit me if you find anything.
Thank you. I will. Did you say someone's missing?
Yes, Isabela, another member of the field study. I checked on her after the first tremors this morning, but her tent was empty.
You should ask Manu. He probably told her where to find El Dorado.
This is serious. We had a fight last night. A bad one.
I'm sorry, Guillermo. I didn't realize. Please, continue.
You had a fight. I don't mean to pry, but...
It's all right. We've been very close friends for almost a year, and I think both of us would like there to be more, but neither of us has broached the subject. Isa and Sarah, they often don't get along. Sorry, Sarah, but it's true. Because Sarah insists on her team being very down-to-earth, while Isa has a passion for folkloric tales of hidden temples. I often get caught in the middle.
Those stories always come from somewhere. Even if most of it is made up, there'll be some kernel of truth to it.
That's Isa's viewpoint too. Anyway, there's an old blind man who lives here named Manu who's full of these kinds of stories. He convinced her there's a secret crypt hidden around here, and last night she asked me to come with her and find it. I refused, and we got into the old fight. It ended with her calling me a hidebound coward and me calling her a foolish child.
So she ran off.
Yes, to, as she put it, prove all you naysayers wrong. This morning I heard rumors that she vandalized the cemetery last night. That's when I started looking for her. When I found her missing with no one knowing anything, I started to worry. What if she went looking for the crypt and something happened? I could never forgive myself.
All right. You stay here, so if there's news or she comes back, you'll know about it. I'll go looking for Isabella, starting with the cemetery.
You'd do that?
To be honest, I'm as curious about that crypt as she is.
You're overreacting.
Are you kidding?
She wasted enough of my time, Guillermo. I know you're softer now.
It's not about that.
Lara, you find anything yet?
Abby's friend mentioned a crypt somewhere around the library. I'll meet you there. All full up. Can't carry any more.
So there's a crypt around here somewhere?
A secret crypt.
Why secret? If Lopez is involved, there's bound to be a trick.
That's a solid theory. What about you? Did you find anything?
I got a pamphlet. 7 steps closer to God.
Who knows? Maybe it'll help.
Feels like a mausoleum.
Means we're on the right track, right? Jonah, I feel something. We're getting close. Let's look around for signs of Lopez.
These notes were written by the founder of the Sector 7.
And under his wings you may seek refuge. Under his wings. And under his wings you may seek refuge.
They're talking about funds allocated for renovations to the library.
A heron and an eclipse. This cross, it looks like it's from the 17th century. I can't carry anymore. The sun will be darkened, and the moon will not give its light. Jonah, those 2 Bible quotes. The sun will be darkened, and under his wings you may seek refuge.
What does it mean?
That's it. Look for a heron and an eclipse. There's a whole mural under here. Veracruz, the true cross.
Is that what I think it is?
The silver box. It's unmistakable.
Jesus takes up the cross. These are the stations of the cross. But there's a bunch missing.
Before 1600, there were only 7. This could date back to the time of Lopez.
This is one of his clues.
Yeah, it's the kind of thing he does.
All right. Let's see if we can find a cross lying around here somewhere. When we find the box, how do we get the key back from Dominguez?
We'll find a way.
Etzli is young to have all that responsibility. Must be pretty hard for him.
I can only imagine.
Found something?
Yeah. Jesus takes up the cross. Help me lift this.
That actually worked.
Looks like a long way down. Let's see where this leads. Station 2.
Thanks.
Jesus falls the first time.
There's an inscription here. Ambulate
Have to use the light beam to
dulcem
follow the stations
habitis.
of the cross. Walk while you have the light. Have to use the light beam to follow the stations of the cross.
That did it. I wouldn't want to be buried in here. My head tossed behind a cross somewhere.
Walk while you have the light, so that the darkness may not overtake you,
Sounds like a hint.
or a threat.
This looks like the Virgin Mary.
Station 3. Jesus meets his mother.
The mirror looks dusty. I'll give you a boost. Hey, it worked. The light leads this way. What happened to these people?
It looks like the light activated something.
Lara! Are you alright? You're lucky it was a little rusted.
This must be Station 4.
Yeah,
Let's have a look at these frescoes. Have to use the light beam to follow the Stations of the Cross. It looks like he's accepting the cross here. Have to use the light beam to follow the Stations of the Cross. Look, someone else got close. He wasn't as lucky. There's a woman in this one. Have to use the light beam to follow the Stations of the Cross.
These people look like they were tortured. Hung up in the ceiling.
I don't think this was just a crypt. I'll get it.
Station 5. Jesus falls a second time. Lara, is that what I think it is?
The Stations of the Cross again.
But with mummies. Isn't this sacrilegious?
Not necessarily. They could have been paying the ultimate homage.
Or they were just sick.
This must be Station 6. Have to use the light beam
Looks like
to
a
follow the
church.
Stations of the Cross.
These ones are posed like monks.
Uh-huh. Have to use the light beam to follow the Stations of the Cross. Jesus, nailed to the cross.
So Lopez staged the whole
I think he's
crucifixion.
taking up the cross.
Seems sacrilegious.
I think this was a place of worship for an underground sect.
Literally. I guess this is a sect.
He's carrying the cross. Have to use the light beam to follow the Stations of the Cross.
This is disgusting. I'm glad I wasn't around when Lopez was.
They're carrying him. They're lifting him.
That inscription. Do not fear those who kill the body, but are unable to kill the soul. Is that
She's
meant for us?
wiping. Don't let Lopez get in your head. He's caused enough trouble already.
Okay.
She's
let's do
wiping his
this.
face, I think. Have to use the light beam to follow the Stations of the Cross. Have to use the light beam to follow the Stations of the Cross. What's the first step of the crucifixion?
Not sure.
Strange, there are only 7 stations. This must be based on an older tradition. Jesus takes up the cross, falls the first time, meets his mother. Then Veronica wipes his face before he falls the second time. Then he is crucified, and finally entombed.
Maybe it's on that pamphlet.
They're carrying him. Have to use the light beam to follow the Stations of the Cross.
Looks like a church. These ones
Jesus,
are posed like
nailed
monks.
to the cross. He's carrying the cross.
So Lopez staged the whole crucifixion with mummies? Seems sacrilegious.
I think this was a place of worship for an underground sect.
Literally. I guess this is the sect from the pamphlet. This is disgusting. I'm glad I wasn't around when Lopez was. That inscription. Do not fear those who kill the... body, but are unable to kill the soul. Is that meant for us?
Don't let Lopez get in your head. He's caused enough trouble already.
Okay, let's do this. Looks like a church. These ones are posed like monks. So Lopez staged the whole crucifixion with mummies?
Have to use the light beam to follow the Stations of the Cross. I think this was a place of worship. He's carrying the
Yes,
cross.
this is the sect from the pamphlet. This is disgusting. I'm glad I wasn't around when Lopez was. That inscription. Do not fear those who kill the body, but are unable to kill the soul. Is that meant for us?
Don't let Lopez get in your head. He's caused enough trouble already.
Okay, let's do this.
Use the light. What's the first step of the crucifixion?
Not sure. Maybe it's on that pamphlet.
Strange, there are only 7 stations. This must be based on an older tradition.
Jesus takes up the cross, falls the first time, meets his mother. Then Veronica wipes his face before he falls the second time. Then he is crucified and finally entombed.
This enigmatic.
Have to use the light beam to follow the Stations of the Cross. Have to push that bar. Have to push that bar. Use a light beam to follow the Stations of the Cross. She's wiping his face, I think. Use the light beam to follow the Stations of the Cross. They're carrying him.
Looks like a church. These ones are posed like monks.
Uh-huh. That bar.
So Lopez staged the whole crucifixion.
I think this was a place of worship for an underground sect.
Literally. I guess this is a sect from a pamphlet.
Have to use the light beam to follow the Stations of the Cross.
This is disgusting. I'm glad I wasn't around when Lopez was.
Use the light beam to follow the Stations of the Cross.
Looks like a church. These ones are posed like monks.
Uh-huh. Have to use the light beam to follow the stations of the cross. Have to use the light beam to follow the stations of the cross.
Crucifixion of a mummy. Seems sacrilegious.
I think this was a place of worship for an underground sect.
Literally. I guess this is the second
push that bar.
pamphlet. This is disgusting. I'm glad I wasn't around when Lopez was.
Have to use the light beam to follow the stations of the cross.
That inscription. Do not fear those who kill the body, but are unable to kill the soul. Is that meant for us?
Don't let Lopez get in your head. He's caused enough trouble already.
Okay, let's do this.
Have to use the light beam to follow the stations of the cross. Have to use the light beam to follow the stations of the cross. Have to push that bar.
What the hell happened here?
Lopez had his disciple wall him in, and then... bang.
No witnesses.
The box of Isha. Only the hands of the righteous one may seize destiny from mine.
I guess it's you then.
He led us on this goose chase. He sabotaged every clue.
All to keep this box from Trinity.
And the people of Paititi. He was totally consumed by it.
Where is she?
I don't know.
I just need the box.
Fuck you!
Well, I guess we're done here.
Amaru!
Stop!
Let him go!
Release him, and I will give you the box.
Lara, what are you doing?
I've lost enough people.
I know you have. Your father was brilliant.
He was taken from me before I could know.
He was my friend. But he was obsessed, relentless.
You didn't know him.
He refused to see the potential for destruction in his work. He had to be stopped.
You had him killed.
He was going to lead the public to Paititi. Everything I love, everything I fought for. My world would have been destroyed.
And what about my world?
You can't think it's the same.
It is to a 9-year-old girl. I was a child.
There was too much at stake. An entire civilization, hundreds of years of independence, thousands of lives. I had no choice.
There's always a choice. It's not too late. You can honor Unuratu and restore the sun.
No. The threat must be removed.
You're a low, selfish, murdering coward.
And you, Lara? How many lives have you ended? In pursuit of what?
Lara, go!
Stop him!
Hell.
That Rourke running past just now? Yeah.
Think we should call him?
Hell no. If there's any change in our status, he'll tell us.